Yo, all right, man. Yo, interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Man, yo, hey. We got to get somebody in the NFL draft ASAP. This fucking tiptoeing and backpedaling, man.
And the cap that just happened.
Nah, be play cricket or something. So, let me ask this question. Let's get this. Are men even affected by the trans agenda? Because you guys kind of hit on it. So, hey, Mr. White, you want to go first?
Yeah. So, like, are we affected by like women trying to be men? I'm not using all the extra verbiage I use. No, because you can't duplicate us. You can't replicate us. It doesn't matter. That's why it's not an issue. And
shit like that.
We don't even really acknowledge it, right? Oh, there go one. It's not going to be a thing, and they already know. I think women are so much more accepting, and it happens because as soon as the door starts, women want to be team them, and yeah, let's support them. And the door was open, and now they over here trying to take over y'all spot, right? Even though in the clip she was saying, hey, no, we don't want it, but now you see the attack. But off gate, we wasn't accepting that like at all, right? Nah. So it's not our problem. It'll never be our problem because it's only one us.
Yeah.
Clean cut, dry.
Yeah, real shit.
Shit like that.
I agree. Like we are so unaffected because when it transition to men, you ain't strong, you ain't big, you ain't fast, you can't play no sports, you can't compete, right? You're not gonna be cast before us in roles. You don't got the jawline. I mean, it's just so much, and we wasn't even for the shit in the first place. But we don't really have an issue because they can't take shit from us.
That's cap. Y'all don't have an issue because they don't do shit about it.
They can't take nothing from us. Like even like how go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all have an issue because they don't do shit about it. Y'all just speaking from ego right now.
Yeah.
Do shit about what?
There is no quote unquote threat or anything like that being posed by the trans men. That's what I think. Alex, you said that, right?
There is no threat.
Correct.
Men are more threatened
But
by
it's not because y'all speaking from an egotistical place by saying because we're men and we got this. That ain't got shit to do with it.
Yeah, we're not threatened. That's the problem.
But that's not why.
But we're not threatened. They not taking our women, right? Y'all getting replaced by them. That's the difference. We not getting replaced. Even roles in movies, they always have trans women more so. Take the show. What's so popular? That corny ass football show that's on Netflix, All American.
I love that show.
I know y'all love that shit. That's why I named it. They make sure to highlight trans women in these very popular shows that predominantly black people watch. Y'all got to start looking at this shit.
I will debate.
And then, so here's the thing. Wait. What the fuck are you mad at me for if I'm talking and y'all try to start talking while I'm talking? Don't get mad at me. Just keep listening.
Oh, wow.
All right. Wow.
Nah, man, because y'all... No, P. This is what I don't like, P. Oh, P. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh, I want to use cisgender and all that just to be niggas soft as baby shit. And then I start talking, they want to try to jump in and cut me off. Nah, bro.
Get them out of here. Come on.
On this.
I'm on their ass. Be quiet.
I'm debating on this because women, trans women.
I'm not done. I'm trying to make but Q jumped then try to call cap on what? And what we saying is the truth. Where are we threatened? Where are we being replaced?
Let me tell you, women. Hold on here.
I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to Q. Go ahead, Q.
That has nothing to do with why it's not happening. Y'all just wasn't a part of that agenda, right? Just like men don't have a quote unquote feminism movement.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just not a part of that agenda. So, but if y'all was chosen to be a part of that agenda, they will be coming for y'all asses. That's not happening. But it has nothing to do with the egotistical shit that you and Adrian talking about.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're wrong.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
But it's
That's
right.
all that is.
Not
That's all that is. We're having a conversation, Mary. That's all that was, Q. I didn't understand what you're saying. Now I understand you're just wrong.
No, y'all wrong.
Now, can I get
here up and down between this motherfucker in the corner and these motherfuckers in the comments comparing me to y'all constantly, and I don't even compare me to y'all.
Exactly. So what threat about lesbians and gays?
You guys misunderstand us having a conversation about it.
No, because let me land. It's because I pose a threat to you guys. But these trans men are not doing that. That is why. It has nothing to do with that egotistical bullshit that y'all was talking about.
What are you talking about? What threat are you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
We're having a hold on a second, Q. Pardon me for a second. I know that the women up here don't want to have no decorum when me and Q are having a conversation. But as soon as P start putting y'all in your place about the right shit to say, y'all niggas was backpedaling and stuttering like a motherfucker.
No.
Y'all just be quiet for a second.
No. That didn't happen.
So we can have a conversation.
That didn't happen. Don't do that.
Hey, P, say something so they could be quiet if you don't mind.
No, because that didn't happen in the first place. I'm trying for decorum right now. I'm trying
for
decorum. That's not what happened.
Q.
What I'm saying is that there is a threat.
Can I finish having a conversation?
I will respect you, yes, but I'm asking you next time, call on me in the next 30 seconds, please.
Hey, you ain't saying nothing. I'm about to call on B next. Q, sorry, we were interrupted. And it's crazy how they jumped on the transgender. How he was so aggressive and came with this energy. Y'all fooling the hell out of me right now. Sorry, Q. What were we saying?
You were trying to say that I'm wrong.
Oh,
shit like that.
I understand what you mean. Like you're saying that we weren't a part of this agenda, so we weren't under attack at all. But we're simply saying the threat is minimal. Because what can they do to us? How can they replace us? What can they do differently than us? Like
you're thinking about like, oh, they're gonna dominate sports. That's because that's where your head is at most of the time here, because you're a sports nigga. But in general, you're like, oh, they're not taking our women. I don't know no trans men that's really single like that, and their girlfriends and wives are not ugly. So what the fuck is you talking about?
Because we know something.
No, those are lesbian women.
Yeah, but then they're also good women too.
What do you mean? Oh, can lesbian women be good women? Sure.
Look for they're good women. So y'all are losing your women to them. Many of y'all losing your women to gay women.
The lesbians, yes, the lesbians and gays.
And to white niggas.
That's my point.
Yep, white men. I say it.
I love being classy white niggas.
We say it.
And the gays.
All right, let's see, because I wanna make sure I employ one of your tactics that I learned that is pretty actually valuable. Q, love, you like niggas, like men that were born men?
Yes.
Would you marry a white man?
It's a trick question.
Would you marry a white man?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now if we go back and rewind, is that a different answer than what she gave previously?
Because I knew you're trying to.
No, wait. I'm not talking to you.
I love you, Asia, but yeah, it's a different answer.
Asia, you had Bonnie yesterday. Bonnie, you could have hollered at Bonnie yesterday.
Yo, hold on. I'm not done. I learned this from Q. Mary, you date white boys? Would you marry a white boy?
No.
Are you married to a man?
Yes.
Would you have married a woman?
No.
Uh-oh. Shit getting shaky. Alex.
Yeah.
You like girls, nigga?
No.
Would you marry a white boy?
No.
Isha, y'all even want me to ask Isha?
You don't have to.
All right, then. So don't play with us with that dumbass anecdotal shit.
I'm not Mike, but him.
So you're going off of the women on this panel, right? But you didn't even have to do that because that's the obvious. And to that point, love, yeah, you really want to be with a nigga, but you might end up with a white nigga.
Yes, so that was my point.
What I'm saying is this.
Dang,
it's what you're trying to prove, right? And then it's what the reality is.
Mm-hmm.
No, Q. What I'm saying is, I know, but I learned that from you that the statistics don't matter as much as being outside. right? So we have to use the sample size that we have here, and it disproves those notions. Is all I'm saying.
Run the fucking tapes back. There's been plenty of times where I use outside to support my statements, nigga.
No, we do too, but you also shoot down stats.
This is not Tuesday night POV. Do not play them games with me, bro.
Oh, you getting smoked. You getting smoked. When I clip this, I'm gonna clip it in a full segment. I'm gonna clip it in a full segment, and you're gonna see it didn't go how you think it's gonna go.
I use outside.
And here's the other problem: you don't have your mic in, so I'm over talking you, and it's gonna come across on the video. You should have plugged your mic in. John the Baptist with a $10 super chat. even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to those things which are not convenient. Romans 1:28, King James Version. This conversation is crazy. Let me get one more for the hook. Mr. Britt with the $2 super chat. 5'2" men are comical. We aren't threatened.
Right. Y'all can be unthreatened all day, but y'all don't act like it.
Right. For real. And all I was gonna say, I'm actually.
I know. I'm trying to get B in.
B don't be saying shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, dang.
Y'all having the conversation. Y'all are having the conversation. I mean,
go ahead and let your king talk, Camp.
B, huh?
I said, go ahead and let your king talk. Go.
B.
Yeah.
What you think?
Are men affected? I don't give a damn about that shit. The trans and all this. I don't give a
damn.
Are
men affected by the trans agenda?
No, I know we're not affected by it. I don't see how we would be affected by it. I don't pay that any attention. I don't give a shit.
Because you love the person for who they are, right?
I mean, yeah. Listen, if you are trans, you're trans. If you are a man born woman, woman born man, I mean, listen, they don't bother me. I don't bother them.
Did you get with it all?
Hold on, what is happening right now?
Yeah. Stop it.
Yo, B,
Ignore
what are you
Pierre's
talking about?
Comment.
Ignore that nigga?
Yeah, ignore Pierre. Listen, I'm not affected by that. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yo, hold on, B. You ain't even saying nothing, man.
Well,
hold on.
We affected by the trans agenda. I mean, I answered the question.
So you're saying no, we not?
No. How will we be affected by their agenda?
Because they're not posing a threat to y'all. Like for example, I'm gonna bring it full circle. I make certain statements, right? I own being a woman all the time, but I make certain statements, and niggas go sick in the comments, and you guys sometimes go sick on the panel just off of comments and statements that I make, right? Imagine if a woman was saying the same thing these trans men are saying, or these trans women are saying. If they were like, we are men, we do have this, our dick does get hard. The implication pisses you guys off.
Yeah. You talking about if. Here's the other thing.
No, fuck all that, him. The implication pisses you guys off.
No, it does. They don't say it because they know it has no effect.
And I'm speaking of B said and what you said and what Adrian said, how y'all would never. If these motherfuckers came for y'all tomorrow, you niggas would be crying real tears because the implication pisses y'all off.
They would have to line it up.
Nah, it ain't that simple.
Yes, it is. They will have to line it up. Prove it to us.
Okay, I'll run back several clips where niggas got in their feelings off of implications.
Yeah, she's right. Them comments,
not right.
Those comments prove it, man. They are.
No, they don't. Be quiet for a second. So here's the thing, Q. We're having a conversation about a specific topic. Mm-hmm. So if we're answering, right, or pushing back on a specific topic, we ain't going crazy because once we go off the show, we ain't talking about that shit no more. But we having a conversation about a topic, and therefore we address it.
Y'all captain.
That don't even make no sense. And then also, I'm not done. And then also, you said, Q, that you were an outlier. So you never solve for outliers because it's minuscule. So you said yourself you're an outlier. So why would we be threatened by you if you one of a million? That don't even make sense.
The shit that y'all say, okay, we run the clips back with it. Where motherfuckers on here have gotten in their emotions. Because you trying to flip it, talking about me being an outlier, but you want to address the fact
you said you were an outlier, remember?
That your kings get emotional off the implications.
No, I'm saying you said you
want to talk about me being an outlier.
No, you said you were an outlier. You said you were an outlier.
What I'm saying.
But you said you were an outlier. Why are we threatened by a 1 out of a million?
How you guys act.
But also, we dispel the fact that you even think you're an outlier.
Because of how you guys act. What part of that do you not understand?
You're not even talking back to me. You just saying words back.
You saying words too. So we in the same boat right now.
Your uncle.
I hope you know how to swim, nigga.
Can I say something that when I read this, when it said, y'all gonna probably be mad at me for saying this. When I read, are men even affected by the trans agenda? The first thing that came to mind was, there are a lot of men that, in my opinion, be operating like they're gay. So their effect is that they will still actually mess with these trans women. To be perfectly honest with you, that's how they're affected by it. They'll be messing with them because like they really are on the low down. They're really gay, but they want to have that trans woman because they look like a woman. So they don't want to say I'm gay. That's why they do it. That's just in my opinion. That's how I read it when they said, are they affected by the trans agenda? I read it in the opposite.
Oh.
And I think to that point of how we're reading it, I read it as, does it affect them? Like our transgender men coming in and shaking shit up for cisgender men. The reality is no. Yeah, we don't hear the argument going on the other side. There's no threat. There's no, the way that transgender women are coming in and now we have to change it from breastfeeding to chest feeding. That changes things. How we can't have the image of a woman or a cisgender woman on a tampons box or anything like that. That changes things. Nothing that we do when we transition over affects men. Nothing at all. So when I hear that, when I read that question, that's what I think about. Now, are there men who are on the down low and who, what was it? What's the basketball player? Dwight Howard or whatever the case was? Wasn't it?
Alleged.
You know, a little something. But I think overall, when we transition over to wanting to be a male, we are still at the bottom of the totem pole. We're not over there being loud. As it is when men come over and they transition to women, they are being loud. They are doing their man thing. I'm loud, I'm boisterous, I'm in the room. You're going to hear me. My presence is dominating over what already exists. So I think that's the difference between the two.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
It's like their masculinity that they're trying to run from so much, they're using that in our community, which isn't fair. You know what I mean? Like we talked in an episode about how these dudes that want to be girls are actually, you know, trying to compete in our sports under a woman category and trying to get their rights to do that is because you're using your masculinity to still overpower us. So if you don't want to be so masculine, why are you using it even over here?
You know, a trans woman also won not Miss America, was it Miss something?
It's Thailand. It's somewhere over there. It's somewhere in Asia.
No, I think it was something bigger though. Y'all can fact check it though. I think
it was in another country though.
Literally
no, but I think what I'm saying is I think it was
it was Miss Universe Thailand. I'm telling you.
And then also Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like y'all acting like no, it's not the same. I mean, but then you know what's crazy though? We saying Alex kind of just said what we said because that's the truth of the other matter.
But Alex said something way more, with more substance and more eloquent. So she
no, it was more eloquent because you allow her to land. That was it. She said literally the same thing.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't. No, all right, if you're gonna say she said what y'all said, then you got to give love that the same respect when she said that P said what she said.
What? Huh?
Y'all remember earlier when P said something?
You talking about?
Love
nigga?
said,
First off, she did not say what P said.
And you told her no, that she didn't. So if you're
because she didn't,
Alex said
because she didn't, because she didn't.
She did.
Alex did not just say what you guys said.
Because here's what she was talking about: showing them off and closeting them. That was not the same point. And then there was a different thing about violence that P clarified.
It was not the same point. Y'all didn't make y'all all did not make the same point. She said something with substance.
No, she said the same thing.
No, she didn't.
This is how we're gonna solve it. Him, what did Alex say?
That's corny. I'm just saying. Alex said that. Alex said this. And now you guys know I can regurgitate what people are saying, but that's Alex. Go ahead, Mr. White.
Nah, yeah, but you could ask Alex, because the thing I said is we're not threatened by them. They can't do nothing with us. They can't replace us, etc. That's pretty much what Alex said. And let's ask Alex. Was that what you were saying? Was that what me and him was saying? Pretty much, Alex.
And even giving it to a more kind of, it's very inappropriate. But even giving to the term when women leave and they go to be with another woman and they're using particular sex toys, and a man can say, "Okay, but you're not a man. You'll never have what I have." When you have the people and they're having that argument, my dick is bigger than yours and this and that and the third, and a man can say, "Okay, but mine is real and yours is not." Like, it's literally like, I'm not threatened by it.
So how do you feel, Q, that Alex said that we said what she said?
I think that's bullshit. I think Mr. White needed that, because otherwise he would start crying if nobody agreed with him. We see that a lot. But Alex is really nice, so that was expected.
But Alex, she does tiptoe around shit like this, but she ain't that scary. She would tell us if she didn't say what we said.
No, okay. I mean, y'all
some people are allowed to land and others aren't. I realize that.
Yeah, right?
Back on mute.
Go back on mute, please. Kevin 3905 with the $10 super chat. Trans men aren't using men's stalls or competing with men in sports. They are not a threat to men in any way! Exclamation point times
That's
2.
all cap. That's gonna say that. I'm calling cap on y'all asses.
Oh wait, they do use the men's bathroom though.
Gay and lesbian women.
They use the men's bathroom, and who cares? Nobody cares, right? It's not the same. Yeah. It's not the same. I understand. So to tie this back to the beginning, Just Hilarious, I agree with half of what she said. Particularly the part where she said, we are the gatekeeper, we being the women, are gatekeepers to womanhood. Absolutely. Y'all get the periods. Even the girls who are born without the parts, like, there are biological women who don't have periods. At some point in your life, you will no longer have a period. However, your chromosomes state that you are a female.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with all of that. My issue, and I feel like I'm understanding where some of the women are coming from, is it's not that people are transitioning. I'm speaking from my perspective. It's not that they're transitioning. It's that I've now transitioned into your spot, and I'm going to tell you how to do what you've been doing. I don't agree with, like, the assigned sex at birth. That phrase pisses me off. You're not assigned shit, bitch. I was born. The temperature was right in the coochie, and, like, I'm a boy. Ooh. But, like, I don't want to change all these terms. Men and women both have breasts. It's still breastfeeding. You just lactate. Or this whole men can have babies too. No. Women have babies. But there are people who have, there's a whole couple that transition. The girl is the boy is the girl, niggas is pregnant. It's weird. Like, it's too much. It's too
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me read this super chat real quick. Is it up? There you go. John the Baptist with the $5 super chat. John was popping. Hint. Women have been trying to compete with men for several decades. Feminist movement, women transitioning to men just stay focused. Word, John. And we out.